Hey, my name is Donna Spivey, and this is my EDL 856 Module 5, Understanding My Community. I teach at Pleasant Hill Elementary School, which is a part of the Lexington County School District 1 here in Lexington, South Carolina. So a few things about my town is that it was originally named Saxagatha in 1736, but became Lexington County in 1785. We are one of the fastest growing towns due to nearby highways that run through it. Some of the habits of the people within my community are football, baseball, hunting, and performing arts. I noticed that I didn't put baseball on there, but football and baseball are very big within our town. And it starts in Little League and runs all the way to college. Lake Murray is the jewel of Lexington County. It's a man-made lake that runs about 500 miles of shorelines around different towns. It is a big part of our community because it does a lot of things for Lexington County, especially for SENG. Goodness, I can't talk. Our school district has great high parent involvement, not within just my school, but within lots of schools within the district. And then our school board members are members of our community, and they are voted on by our community. So just a little bit of the population within Lexington County. We have around 290,000 people in our county, and about 26,000 of those are students within our district. And my school actually houses about 913 of those. About 23.4% of those students are under the age of 18, and 59% are married. People within our community, 91% speak English and 3% speak Spanish. We have 80% white, 15% African American, and 6% Latino cultures within and race within our community. Some of the occupations that are popular within our community are insurance, financing, retail, marketing, healthcare, farming, and then actually our school district houses about 3,740 employees. Our communication within our county is very big. So about 88% of our families have computers, and 77% of those have access to internet. We do have a couple of magazines within our community. We have Lexington County Chronicle, the Lexington Life magazine, and then Lexington Women's magazine. And those are filled with different events that are and just information with it about our community. Some people still do get the state paper. We do have some AM, FM radio stations and some TV stations in some neighboring towns, but not really a lot in Lexington. Our school district does have its own website that is full of information for parents and students and the community, and even people who are coming into our community. Each school within the district has its own website. We offer ESOL to students who come in that speak other languages. And then our school district also offers a partial immersion program. And those programs teach French, Spanish, and Chinese. So some community groups that are within our or within my town are the Lexington Women's Book Club. We have two very big fitness and faith related workout groups. Our men's group is called F3 and our women's group is called FIA, and I am a big part of FIA within our community. Great friendships, great fellowship, and definitely gets that fitness and faith aspects in as well. We have Rotary Club, the Chamber of Commerce, Lexington referral groups, Boys and Girls Clubs of the Midlands that actually do come into some of our schools for after-school care, Blowfish Baseball Club, country clubs throughout the town that people can be a part of, and then of course Girl Scouts and Boy Scouts. So here are some leaderships that are known within our school district. So we have 7 board members. 3 of those board members were actually just elected because 3 retired. So we have 3 new ones on our school board. Our superintendent is Dr. Gregory Little. And then my administrators at Pleasant Hill Elementary School are Margaret Mitchum, who is the principal. And then we have Loretta Arnett and Jennifer McNair, who are our assistant principals. And then our mayor is Steve McDougall. Oh, excuse me. Nope, I'm sorry. Okay. So some of the community leaders and their characteristics. So our superintendent, Dr. Greg Little, is new to our school district. He's been here since 2016, and he is a very take charge, go-getter kind of person. He is very personable, and he is very involved in all aspects of our school district and all schools. We also have our school board members who are also very involved with our schools. They do stay on board until they retire, and then new members are elected, like I said, by the community. And then their key characteristics and what they live and go by is that they possess the skills of diplomats, the knowledge of scholars, and the commitment of the truly devoted. And they really are truly devoted to our students, our staff, and our community. And then my administrator, Margaret Mitchum, is very devoted to Lexington School District 1. She has been a part of our school district for over 40 years. She started as a kindergarten teacher at Oak Grove Elementary in our school district and is still a very hard worker and has great relationships with students, parents, staff, and our community. And I am not sure she's going anywhere anytime soon. So some of the economic conditions within our district is that our school district is growing at a rapid rate. So this year alone, or not this year, but last year alone, we enrolled 615 students. So that means that since 1997, we have built 15 new schools to house all of these students. However, we still have 170 portables on our campuses, which is why we did a bond referendum this year so that we could have a building plan for this growth. So our building plan includes 3 new schools that are going to replace old schools. We have 2 new elementary schools that are going to be built. Some renovations and additions and upgrades are going to be done on different schools, elementary, middle, and high school, along with maintenance facilities, our technology center, and the community learning center. We also have in place a plan for a new district transportation facility and just to be able to provide information, technology equipment, and furniture for all schools within our district. Our average income is about $64,000, but our cost of living is about $157,000. And then some of our major industries are Michelin Tire Company. And then, of course, SCNG, like I said, is the largest utility in South Carolina. And that is why Lake Murray is such a big part of our town. So here are some political structures. I included on here some of the revenue per student. In our school district, we allow about $12,000 per student, and that's from pre-K, if they're in pre-K, all the way to 12th grade. So our district spends about 85% of its general funds operating budget on instruction and instructional support. So a lot of our money does go to instruction. However, there are some things that other areas that we definitely use that funding for. So some of the social tensions that are within our district. So our schools do have drug use, gangs, poverty, and threats of harm against students. Now, my husband is the district safety coordinator, and he sees these all the time, which is a shame because we definitely want to make sure that our kids are safe and, in the best place. Um, some of the things that have come up within our school district. So a former student, Dylan Roof, was charged in the Charleston church shooting. And then just recently, Christopher Rains, he is a community member, was just charged with unlawful threats and communication with students and staff at River Bluff High School. So some extra resources. So our school district does have its own website, and it is full of information from school board members to staff to the building plan that we have in place because of the bond referendum. So much information on our district website. We also have a website for each school, and so my school has one as well. We have Power School. That is great for parents and teachers and staff to be able to find information and look up information on students. Students also have access to Schoology, and they each have a Google account as well as staff members. And then each school also offers some different online resources for students. All right, so here are some of our power structures within the state of South Carolina. So our governor, Henry McMaster, our superintendent of education, Molly Spearman, and then, of course, Dr. Gregory Little, which is our superintendent. I also listed some different chief officers within our district that I thought were important just because of communication or student involvement or just teacher involvement. And then, of course, our building administrators. So our school district is growing, which means that a lot of different ethnicities are coming in. So our school district does offer that English program for students of other languages, so our ESL programs. And then we also have our world-class instructional design and assessment standards, and those are just the framework for those ESL students. All right, so we are very Republican Party heavy. And then, of course, we have those different leadership teams that help build those decision-making processes within our district and within our buildings. The district decisions are not often questioned. There are some concerns and questions and disagreements that do happen from time to time, but most of the time our district decisions are not questioned. Our community is very strong and definitely support our district and the decisions that they make for our students and for our staff. So there's not a lot of question that goes on behind what they do. And then during the end of the year, we do have surveys that go out to our parents and our teachers and our students. So just to help obtain, like, how are we doing? What can we do better? Concerns they may have, which is great also to have those parent-teacher conferences throughout the year because sometimes it's not always the best case to wait until the end of the year to put out those surveys to parents or students. But to have those face-to-face parent-teacher conferences with each other so that we can fix what needs to be fixed at the moment. So this is my community. A lot just went into that, and I was trying to do it within my 15 minutes, and I kind of rushed through it. But I hope that you got out of my module what I was able to learn about my community. Which really opened my eyes to a lot of things. So I can't wait to learn more as I take on this course. Thank you.